same premise like a game and all of that.
Sorry, I don't know what happened.
The other thing that you want to know is that you're not looking necessarily at the learning gains, is what some of the articles are saying. That kind of contradicts what we're trying to do, but you need to know that it's another pedagogical approach that's going to help aid your instruction, such as it's being a game. Yeah, you're collecting data, so there's two on that side. So what you're looking at is you're increasing their engagement and increasing that learning process through engagement. And then you're, of course, getting the feedback from your students. Another article looked at assessing technology in the math and science classroom. And you're looking at developing your four knowledge bases. So procedural, conceptual, societal, and technical. So I know our students are very tech savvy. So we're helping to boost that even more.
All right, we want to have you guys do something a little bit here. So if you would take out your copy of 7 Strategies of Assessment for Learning, Taylor's modeling the book right up there for you. So you all have it. What we want you to do, turn to page 12. They list 7 strategies there, and these strategies that this whole book is based upon. And what we want to know is, as you look at those, which 2 of those stick out the most to you as something that you could easily incorporate the use of technology into your classroom. So looking at those strategies, which kind of bode well for using a piece of technology, and then also keeping in mind which 2 might make it difficult to incorporate technology into that. And just take a couple minutes to read through that, maybe turn to the person next to you and discuss that just a little bit, and we'll have a quick little talk in a few minutes. All right.
And we'll start.
Should I put more?
So just the chat.
They don't have a format that way, emails to their teacher or whatever may be the case. That's very confused. Teaching
You'll get
Just another minute or so.
Okay. Yeah. Quiet?
Yeah.
The other one here.
All right. So anyone who looked at that first question and looking at the strategies, like, hey, where can we throw technology in easily? Where does it fit kind of easily into these strategies? Want to volunteer, or one strategy or 2 that kind of stuck out to you? Is like, oh yeah, it seems like a perfect place there. Yeah, Vince.
For my class, a lot of times I'll have my students email me if they have whether it's like a paper or homework assignment. So the part that says offer regular descriptive feedback, I think through emails, if that's the way they're sending their assignments, for me it's easier just to see their assignments, send them an email right back instead of getting a piece of paper, filling that out. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's This
Yeah,
can
or
be easier.
even like, I know our English teachers can chime in on this, like making comments on a Google Doc or. something like that.
Turnitin.com even has that feature, like, so you
Yeah.
can comment
Say
down there. Yeah.
Yeah, so quick feedback in that sense. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else that seems like it easily fits in there?
We talked about strategy 7 where they're tracking their self-reflection and their learning. They could easily use technology for that, like if they're like, tracking it within like a Google Doc or something like that.
I gotta believe there's like journal apps or something out there that kids can use that with the classroom, sure. Yeah, typically if you can like think about, oh, this would be nice, like someone's already got some education app out there for it. Anything on here that you were like, I don't see where technology really fits with that. Yeah, Chelsea.
We were just saying with the strategy 1, with the clear vision and the learning targets, not that you can't use technology for it, but we don't really see how using technology would add to it in any way. I mean, I don't know if you guys maybe have different experiences with it, but we feel like just making it visible in the classroom, whether you're using tech or not, it should still be the same end result.
Right. Yeah, I kind of with you on that. Some people be like, oh, well, put it on a PowerPoint in the beginning of class. That's not using technology.
Right,
That's
right,
just
yeah.
how you're displaying information, and that's not the same thing, especially as far as it ties to assessment, but it's not really there. I agree
so
with you,
guess it's
that's-
not a problem, it just doesn't
Yeah.
push it further.
That's like laying just the groundwork kind of. Okay,
Mhm.
I feel you on that. Good. Anything, so let's talk about that one, for example. Is there a way that we can fix that? Like, okay, I don't know how to use technology to help provide, students with a clear and understandable vision. Or is that even a problem? Does technology need to have a role there, or is it not? What do you think, Rachel?
Well, if we're really looking for like a solution or a workaround for that, would be almost like using a tech tool for a formative pre-assessment.
Okay.
And so you ask them, whatever tool you use, a couple questions related to what the objective for the day might be, and just kind of see what they know about the objective already, and then like put up the objective afterwards, talk about what maybe will fall into their, they can figure out what doesn't belong by the end of the lesson. So you could use it as like a formative for the objective, but not necessarily to post the objective.
And tie in with some of the other
Right.
strategies too, with some of the self-reflection, right, along with it.
That's a great point. And I think like with that, there is that idea, and Ben brought this up a little bit earlier, like you almost feel like there's this push to like have to put technology into something, and sometimes it just doesn't fit. Like in our math classes, for example, an exit slip where I want to see students work, like I don't want to do it on any of these things where there's multiple choice or where they have to type in an equation. Like I'd rather spend 10 minutes combing through that on a slip of paper and a pencil than using technology. And I think that we have to remember that it's not always going to make things better just because it's there. That's just something we discovered. Cool.
So what we're going to do next is that the 5 of us took 5 different tools, that formative assessment tools that we have used in our class or we would like to use in our class, and we're going to give you a brief little like how-to for these. At the end of this, we're going to have you guys, a little spoiler alert, you guys are going to be creating one of these. So as you're listening to the 5 of us, you can be thinking of, maybe I want to know about what Jenna says about Kahoot or what Matt says about his formative assessment tool. So if you want to jot down notes, you can. If not, we're happy to share this with you. And you guys will have some time to actually go over and kind of implement this. So, Jenna.
Okay. So we played Kahoot at the beginning. It seems like everybody's pretty familiar with Kahoot. So I'm just going to go over some bullet points that I kind of felt that are good about it, but also maybe some disadvantages about it. Obviously, it lets you build that fun game. Like you said, the kids buy into it. It's exciting. They think of it as a game, not really as a quiz. I know even in our health department, we have a little trophy. So the kids can take like a little Snapchat if they got first place. Just something they like to do. They can use their computer. They can use a cell phone. I've had kids, they forgot their Chromebook. So how am I supposed to participate in today's Kahoot? Well, they get out their phone. I allow it obviously as long as they're on Kahoot. And then even other devices if they have an iPad or whatever. It is kind of cool that you can actually put some videos into Kahoot. I don't know if you have tried it yet. You can link a YouTube video. You can put your own video embedded in there. Has anyone ever tried that before with Kahoot? I know we've done it with our kids. They have to watch the little video and then they pick from the answer and they think it's kind of cool as well. And then as you also saw, you can put in pictures. So, sometimes